Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Traffic is ever worsening, and mass transit often takes far longer and is less pleasant. After a long day, instead of the sanctuary of a car, you may be sardined in a high decibel train or bus, accompanied by sweaty co-riders' inescapable body odor. But too many drivers unnecessarily deprive themselves of the respite of said sanctuary. Instead, they get stressed out by the traffic and by rude or oblivious drivers. Nothing I can say can bring back the days of pleasant short commutes, but maybe these tips can cut your driving stress while not requiring such zen that you could sit blissfully in the slow lane, not caring that your commute is eating even more into your family life and your personal life. Let's start by talking about speed. Of course, there are times the traffic is so bad you're grateful for 5 miles an hour. But there may still be stretches, especially outside of commute times, when you can go fast. In most jurisdictions, you can drive up to 10 miles an hour over the speed limit with little risk of a ticket, which can now, in states like California where I live, cost hundreds of dollars. From where I sit, which usually is in the left lane, the sweet spot between expeditious driving and ticket risk and the associated stress is to drive just a bit less than 10 miles over the speed limit. For example, if I'm on a freeway with a 65 mile an hour limit, I might set my cruise control for 74. I get to my destination almost as fast as if I were driving 80, but with no stress and little or no increase in accident risk. Now let's turn to lane change. Moving to a rightward lane may be a driver's most dangerous maneuver. You must take your eye off the car in front of you long enough to check your right side mirror and, unless you have one of these expensive blind spot monitors, to look back in your blind spot. If during that time the car in front of you slams on the brakes, unless you've given yourself lots of room, smash-a-roo. That's all by way of saying that you can reduce your stress by finding your lane of choice and staying there. I usually do choose the left lane because it's fastest, and cars can move into your lane from only one side. That's half the chance then that he or she didn't see you and so bashed you. Next, let's talk about distraction from traffic. More than music or radio, I find audiobooks the most distracting from driving stress. Listening to an audiobook forces me to concentrate on something other than gridlock or stupid drivers. Plus, I might learn something. Automated tolls. My automated toll payer, in California it's called Fast Track, in New York it's Easy Pass, allows me to zip through the toll plaza while a long line of car inexplicably is waiting for the privilege of fishing out enough dollars, assuming they have left the house with enough cash. Some people in those lines worry about Big Brother monitoring their whereabouts, but I think that's too unlikely to forego the guaranteed stress busting of cruising past the toll plaza. Leave a few minutes early. And I must admit, I don't always do this. There's only one way a trip can take as long as it's supposed to, and many ways you could be delayed. Except for crucial appointments, it's probably unwise to leave too much cushion, but leaving 5 or 10 minutes early will take care of most unexpected delays, thereby saving you stress. Buy a low-stress car. Toyotas and Subarus are legendary for reliability and for needing little preventive maintenance. The Toyota Camry is known for being unusually quiet and therefore stress-busting. Also, opt for a long cruising range. That means there's less need to monitor your gas gauge and fewer chances you'll run out of gas, for example, when you're far from the nearest gas station. The Camry Hybrid's cruising range is a remarkable 600 miles, particularly impressive because it's a large, heavy, and thus safer car. Also, if you buy 3 to 5-year-old cars, you're saving lots of money while retaining most of a reliable car's reliable miles, thereby reducing your stress further. So, buying a few-year-old Toyota Camry Hybrid, or its even quieter yet not terribly expensive luxury version, the Lexus ES300H, may be the lowest stress car you can buy. By the way, Toyota is not paying me to say this. And just maybe you should reduce your driving. The transportation planners are intentionally pushing us out of our cars. They're not building freeway lanes despite the population increase, and instead they're torturing us with more carpool lanes that constrict the traffic into fewer lanes, and congestion pricing. Translation, more tolls. Plus, there are those usurious traffic fines like the aforementioned hundreds of dollars for daring to go 65 in a 55. The takeaway? Like a colicky baby, I am calmed when I'm in a car, but only if I'm careful to practice this little talk stress busters. Maybe they might help you get where you're going expeditiously while enjoying that island of peace amid the maelstrom. In any event, I do thank you for watching. Welcome your giving a thumbs up, or if necessary, a thumbs down below, hitting the share button, sharing in social media, writing a comment, even subscribing to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.